This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a popular park in Butler Township is ready to expand. We have the details next. Welcome to another information-packed edition of FYI on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. Your time is definitely appreciated. I'm Ken Karen. I'm going to read Tuesday's headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Back in 2011, Tropical Storm Lee caused severe flooding at the Bloomsburg Fair. With heavy rain in tonight's forecast, Janine Mazurkevich gets details on a project designed to prevent flooding.
Hey guys, the girls are here at the Bloomsburg Fair and we are with Paul Reichert, the president, and while we're here we saw some construction going on, Paul, right? So there's some new items popping up that people might be questioning this week. So what's that all about?
Well, it's the flood wall to protect the industry. It's not going to help the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds, but the estimates are that once the wall is up, it may raise our water level here maybe less than 1 inch. So we had no problem going along with it. We'd like to save the 800 jobs plus. It's a very viable company. They make car carpets for Chevrolet, Ford Motor, Chrysler, the big companies. In fact, after the flood in 2011, there was 15,000 cars that Ford Motor put together without the carpets in them. So, you know, these large companies, they don't care where you get flooded or not. They want their product. And so right here, you're going to see the flood wall probably at least 15 to 16 feet high. And it goes up towards 5th Street and it gets a little bit lower up there. But the highest point is about 16 feet that the flood wall will be installed by next year. I would say right now they're over 50%. And they're all portable panels that they'll be putting down there.
Okay, now you were explaining to me that the bathroom in 2011, when the flood did come by, it actually went right up to the roof?
It was actually up above the ceiling level in that bathroom. So we had to replace all the tiles, and what a mess. But it was that high. So you can see the flood wall is going to take care of that, but we hope we don't have a flood like that.
We don't want to have one like that again.
No.
On a lighter note, we are here at the Bloomsburg Fair. It is happening until this weekend, so invite everyone down. Absolutely.
We'd love to have you here. We had good weather so far, and so we have a pretty good lineup at the stage here, and ZZ Top is our big show this year. And so we're moving forward.
Come and see all the new items. There's helicopter rides. We have the carousel from Knoebels.
Yes, and I think you're going to be reviewing the part of the technology area that we've kind of established this year, and hopefully go forward next year with more and more of that kind of thing to, you know, get a little modern stuff here, but we don't want to lose that agricultural side of it either.
That's what Pennsylvania is all about. Again,
exactly.
Thank you for having us and hosting us here. It's the 160th anniversary of the Bloomsburg Fair.
Thanks, Janine, and I'll have the complete forecast later in tonight's program. In other news, as promised, Governor Tom Wolf today vetoed a stopgap budget put forth by the Republican-controlled legislature. Senate Republican leaders said the move leaves struggling school districts and social service providers without emergency funding. Governor said he would use the veto if significant movement was not made in finalizing a complete budget. And Butler Township officials broke ground yesterday on an expansion at Freedom Park. Township manager Mary Ann Petrula says the $880,000 project will be made possible by gaming grants and DCNR grants. It will include 2 softball fields, walking trails, and access roads. The next round of funding will include concession space, restrooms, and a picnic area. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll learn what's going on starting this Friday at the Hazleton Art League. And in sports, we talk with a Schuylkill League soccer star who's in great form, as soccer fans say. Stay tuned.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We are in my favorite room here at Brennan's Forever Home. We're in the teenage girls room. And Lori, this room always makes me smile because I know how many girls come through here and how much effort this community puts in with donating to our young women in Luzerne County.
Yes, it's a really magical place. When you walk around the corner and the girls get to see it for the first time, they can't believe it's for real. They ask, is this really for me? And then they really typically start crying. And then I start crying because when I look around the room, it really is a little bit of every single person that I know of who have contributed to this room, you know, through donations and have clothed it for our children so that they have the best of the best. So we're very grateful to our community.
Yeah, it's our teenage room boutique, as
Yes,
we
it
like
is.
to refer it. So we are switching over seasons, and think of yourself at home. Your children are going to be switching over to those seasonal clothes, so we need some items here as well. Again, the items that we accept, we are very particular about what we accept here at Brennan's Forever Home.
We really are. Children who are in foster care, through my experiences and with my daughter, my oldest daughter, you know, it really was always worn out. It was always not well-fitting, and they were made to feel less than. And the whole philosophy of our foundation is that they are even greater than any child that I've ever seen, especially because they were born into a special circumstance. And if society, if we as a community see them as such, they start feeling better and start loving life a little bit different than they did before. And so I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, think at home if you have a child and you take them shopping, how good they feel when they get that pair of sneakers they like or that dress that they like. It just makes you feel good. So there are some specific items that we are looking for. So if you're looking to donate, give the donations that you would really want your own child to be wearing.
Yes, I say that all the time because I ask my kids when donations come in, you know, I really have to use them as a buffer to say, okay, Julia Delaney, tell me, is this something that you would wear? Because of course they think I'm starting to age and that maybe,
Which you aren't.
Which I'm not, you know, that it's maybe something that maybe an older mother would wear and it's not something for age appropriate. So I'm looking for, especially right now with the change of seasons, we are going into fall. We need sweaters, coats, jackets for the little ones, especially, you know, snow gear, things along those lines that you would get for your own children. If you go into your closets and find duffel bags like I have here, these are really the ones that really the kids love the best, something that they can grab quick. So they go into they are used for children who are going into foster care, so they can put whatever items they have into it. But we also need bags for the house. So when children are shopping, we can let them go in a closet, they get to pick which bag they want, and then they get to come up and fill it. And I say, bring it back, come back, and keep filling it.
Great. So it's not really about things, it's about the love and care that goes into these purchases for our little children.
It does. Yes, it does.
All right, if you need any more information, there's a active Facebook page. It's Brennan's Forever Home. We'll see you next week.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The National Weather Service has issued a hazardous weather outlook for our area. We can expect 1 to 3 inches of rain from Tuesday night into Wednesday, and isolated flash floods are possible. Later this week, Tropical Storm Joaquin can bring more rain to the area, and that could also cause flooding. So here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, showers and a possible thunderstorm, low of 63. Now on Wednesday, again, more showers coming, mainly before 3 p.m., high near 63 degrees. Wednesday night, scattered showers expected, cloudy with a low around 58. Chance of precipitation is 50%. On Thursday, a chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 56. Thursday night, a chance of rain, low 45. Friday, again, rain likely, high of 55. Very cool Friday night, rain likely again, low 47 degrees. Saturday, we'll get up to 57. There is a chance of rain, and then Saturday night, another chance of rain, mostly cloudy, low of 50 degrees.
A first-of-its-kind art exhibit will be taking place at the Hazleton Art League, a Latino art exhibit, October 2nd through the 18th. Here to tell us all about it is Mark Rooney, the manager of the Hazleton Art League. So, Mark, this is the first time you've come up with an idea to do something like this.
Absolutely, yes. It's we're always coming up with new ideas, and those that work, we repeat, etc. But this will be the inauguration of a Hispanic or Latino-oriented art exhibit.
So now you are looking for artists. You're asking them, you're putting a call out right now.
Absolutely. Any Latino artists out there in the community, and when I say artists, I mean painting, drawing, sculpture, jewelry, ceramics, any kind of artwork that you do, you're invited to participate in this exhibit. You can contact me to get further details, but I will be collecting work on September 26th and September 27th. So if you're a Hispanic artist out there in the community and you have some art and you want to share it with the public, bring it by the Art League on those dates. You can bring, I'm not sure how many artists, it'll be a big group exhibition, and I'm still recruiting artists, so I'm not sure how many will be in the exhibit, but if you want to, you can bring 3 or 4 pieces of your artwork and participate in the show. We do have an opening reception for that on the first Friday of October. October 2nd will be the opening reception for that. As far as upcoming events, though, yep, we have plenty going on down at the Hazleton Art League. I just wanted to mention, we're planning a Halloween event, but we're working out the details for that, so you'll have to look on our Facebook page to get the details. That's still a work in progress. And then in November and December, late November and December during the holidays, we always have our holiday affordable art exhibit and sale. And that exhibit is open to any members. You have to be a member of the Art League. It's only $25 a year to be a member of the Art League. But if you are a member, you're welcome to bring your work for the holiday affordable art sale, and that'll be roughly from Thanksgiving through December. I also want to mention we have, each month, we have a very popular program, sort of oriented toward young people. We call it 5 Bands for $5. And we're holding that in the Knights of Columbus building, which is right down 2 doors down from us. But on October 3rd, we will have 5 bands, all of the bands, and they're everything from punk rock to kind of folk acoustic bands, but we have 5 bands, and we ask for a donation of $5 at the door, which completely benefits the Art League. The musicians are very generous in donating their time, but that's a very popular event, and it draws a lot of young people. So that'll be on Saturday, October 3rd. And then each year we do a benefit performance for the Soul Kitchen, which is a group here it's in Baltimore and here in Hazleton that provides free meals to anyone who wants to participate. So on Saturday, November 7th at 7 p.m., we will have a benefit. It will feature the poetry of Marcus Colasardo. He'll read his poetry, and then we'll have a group of musicians, including yours truly. I'll be playing guitar and singing. We have a bass player and a harpist, so it'll be a combination of poetry and music, and all of the proceeds from that will benefit the Soul Kitchen. And once again, that's Saturday, November 7th. Oh, and I also, I wanted to mention the classes. We're starting our classes at the end of September. So again, you can go on our Facebook page to get an update of what we're offering. We have a new jewelry teacher, very exciting. We have a lot of jewelry equipment in the Art League that hasn't been used for a while, so she's fired all of that up. And she teaches 2 levels of jewelry, metalsmithing for beginners, and then for more advanced, kind of an open studio. We also are offering an abstract painting class this time, which we haven't been offering before. We'll have some tie-dye workshops, just 2-day workshops for young people. Again, as far as the ages, it's kids and teenagers, but you can check our website for that. And all of that starts from mid to late September. And of course, if you need any information, you can contact me personally, or email the Hazleton Art League at hazletonartleague@outlook.com.
All right, you heard it all here. A lot happening at the Hazleton Art League, so check it out at their website or on their Facebook page.
And now here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. By the way, thank you, Lisa. Pick 2 right now, 26. Pick 3, 702. Pick 4, 1265. Pick 5, 85064. And your midday winning lottery numbers on FYI, brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency. And they have 2 locations to serve you. One in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, the other one in Nescopeck on Broad Street. You can call Boyer Insurance in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopeck at 570-752-7683. We have a lot of golf to talk about when we come back, but right now, here's more from McCann School of Business.
Back here at McCann School of Business and Technology in Hazleton, we're with Jack Sheeran, and he is in charge of the Criminal Justice Department. And quite a task you have, Jack. It's a very popular major nowadays.
Yes, it is. Criminal justice is, well, I've been involved in it for 26 years as a law enforcement officer, and for the last going on 12 years, I've been teaching here at McCann. So I have an opportunity to kind of give back what I've learned over those 26 years. And the field is so open. when you look around, we have probably 18,000 police departments in this country. There's corrections at all levels. You have it at the local level, you have it at the state level, and you have it at the federal level. You have probation and parole, if that would be an area that you would like to work in. That's also at the local level, at the state level, and the federal level. So there's all kind of areas. I mean, you can go into social work from this particular field. So it's a field that's extremely diverse and wide open.
From your experience and your background, what are the biggest challenges now that law enforcement face?
Well, law enforcement right now is kind of under a lot of pressure. So for me, law enforcement is something that you kind of have to have within you, something you really love, and it's something that I try to instill in my students, that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So I try to instill that in whatever area they decide to go in. Law enforcement, like I said, is critical in that there are some people who like to work in uniform. There are some people who like to work outside of uniform. And people don't realize that, you know, the criminal justice field isn't just law enforcement, but some of those other areas also. But the law enforcement field is one that's, again, diverse. I mean, you can, with a bachelor's degree, you can go into federal law enforcement. It opens up the field of the FBI and DEA and alcohol, tobacco, firearms. So there's a lot of different areas from which we can work in the criminal justice area.
Okay, so if you are interested in that field, you can certainly give McCann School of Business and Technology a phone call. You're actually also a graduate of McCann.
I am a graduate of McCann. When I retired from law enforcement, I was looking for an area that would be wide open, and never knowing that it would lead to a job here. So I've been here quite a few years and absolutely love what I do.
Okay, and how long have you been here again?
It's going on 12 years.
Okay, so again, we have a lot of these program directors who have been here for a long time and also have the experience and in the background of their department. So Jack, thanks for being with us here today. Again, we're here at McCann School of Business and Technology.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Golf rolled on Monday as the Wyoming Valley Conference held their pre-district individual tournament and the Schuylkill League held their individual golf championships. 18 golfers advanced to the District 2 championships from the AAA boys competition. 4 of them were Hazelton area Cougars. Frank Surratt shot an 82, and that was good enough for 5th at the pre-district tournament. He'll be hanging out at districts with teammates Jaron Triano, Jordan Pick, and Josh Provost. In the AA boys competition, MMI's George Palermo tied for 2nd with an 85, and his teammate Eric Dagenhart also qualified for districts with a 91. At the Schuylkill League boys tournament, Marion's Albert McFadden was 4th with a 78 at Hidden Valley Golf Course in Friedensburg. Hunter McAtavage was right behind him, representing the North Schuylkill Spartans. Jordan Donmoyer of North Schuylkill tied for 6th, along with Noah Moon of Monoy area as well. And Mike Ladoff of Marion shot an 83 to tie for 10th. At the Schuylkill League Girls Championship, Jade Walters and Catherine McCarthy of Monoy area were our top local finishers in 7th and 8th place. Right behind them, Caitlin Cowker and Sarah Grabowski of Marion were both top 10 finishers. And the only home match of the season for Penn State Hazelton was held at the Valley Country Club in Sugarloaf. Brandon Haight had the lowest score on the day for the local Lions, but his team took 3rd in the tournament. In local girls tennis, Hazelton area is now 12-0 in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Tamaqua, they fell to Northampton. Marion beat Tamaqua in a Schuylkill League volleyball matchup. And in Major League Baseball, the Cubs beat the Royals on Monday, so they pull within 3.5 games of the top NL wild card spot. And finally, Tamaqua beat Hazelton area in a non-league soccer match 4-0. The game was called after a player from each team received a red card with 12:13 to play in the second half. Tamaqua's athletic director and both coaches decided to end the game. Did you notice in the lower right-hand corner of that Tamaqua Hazelton area scoreboard that Lynn Kistler had a hat trick for the Lady Raiders? I scored 3 goals in my entire career and I shot one of them in my own goal. We spoke with Kistler after the game. Soccer fans should notice 2 things about Tamaqua senior forward Lynn Kistler. First, her captain's armband. After scoring her second hat trick in as many games, she sounded just like a leader answering this question. What was your favorite goal tonight? Do you remember any of the goals? Take me to one.
I like the passes that I get from Morgan because it's team and she gets it from another team player, so we all work together to get them.
Kistler was referring to her friend and fellow senior forward Morgan Boyle. Boyle assisted on 2 of Kistler's goals against Hazleton area and scored one of her own. And guess who had the assist on Boyle's goal? That's right, Kistler. Kistler moves back and forth between midfield and forward. Recently, the offense needed a spark, so head coach Clem McCarroll moved Kistler up front to play next to Boyle.
She's a great player. She makes the team go. I originally had her in midfield. In the last game or two, I moved her up because she's taking the ball wide and she's not afraid to pass it. She'll take it to the corner and cross it just as much as she'll score, so she's happy doing both. So it really generated our offense. The last 2 games, we scored 4 goals each, so it was really a good move to get her up there. She's very selfless as a player.
All right, the second thing soccer fans should notice about Kistler is her pink headband and the fact that she wears her hair back in a ponytail. Remind you of anyone? How about U.S. women's national team star and World Cup winner Alex Morgan, who just so happens to be one of Kistler's favorite players? Why Alex Morgan?
Because she's a forward and I like how she shoots. I watch her shoot the ball all the time and it really helps me with my shooting.
How do you say that? Is she smooth? What's her shot like?
She's smooth. She shoots with her laces, and I had problems with that my freshman year, and I worked on it a lot, and now I can shoot with my laces a lot better.
Kistler might not end her season kissing a trophy like Alex Morgan, but you can bet she'll be using her laces, kicking in goals just like Morgan, as Tamaqua looks to surprise some of the powers that be in the Schuylkill League. Kistler now has 11 goals and 6 assists on the year. Well, the sports portion of the show is over. Here comes the social report. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a pierogi and halushki sale Friday, October 2nd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call ahead to secure your order by calling 570-929-2179. And one more quick announcement, Eckley Miners Village will be hosting the inaugural Fall Festival October 3rd from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with fun for the whole family. Festival will feature village and cemetery tours, hay rides, music, pumpkin decorating, games, food, and craft vendors. Admission is $10 for adults, $9 for seniors, $6 for children, and for info just call 570-636-2070 or visit EckleyMinersVillage.com. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Robert C. Faust of Weatherly. Services Saturday at 11 a.m. from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Saturday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. James D. Bonner Jr. of Beaverbrook. All services are private and under the direction of the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Michael Lewis Whitaker of Cunningham. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Victoria Ann Diange of Hughesville, Maryland. Memorial is Wednesday at 1 p.m. at the Brinsfield Eccles Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the funeral home. Burial is Thursday at 11 a.m. at the Mountain View Cemetery.
Remember, for all your breaking news, you can go to facebook.com/FYI News 13 and standardspeaker.com as well. Well, thank you for watching FYI tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.